So it's like very pricey. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting good quality. It's not like you're paying that and you're not getting what you're paying for. But if you're talking fast food in these rankings here, they're pretty much the priciest one. Seriously, like from what we've done so far, out of all the prices we're going through right now, they're pretty much one of the priciest ones. So just based on that, Five Guys, I'm on the wrong screen, I think. Five Guys gets an A rank. If they were a little bit cheaper and a little bit more economical, Five Guys would actually be an S tier for me. But because of the price, I've got to hold them to an A ranking. Okay? And I'm sorry about that. I know some people actually look at this.
I gotta go with the range.
People are going crazy. People are ripping their shirts and disapproving. No, Five Guys. Matt, they're gnashing their teeth. Should be yes. People are very upset with me. I'm sorry about that. Tables are being flipped. That's correct. Flipping of tables, even tables full of Five Guys food, they're flipping the Five Guys food onto the floor right now in disapproval. Very upset. And that's like $100 wasted right there for 2 sandwiches. So, Haseo says, I think it should be S tier. Well, for me, it's an A tier because of the price. All right, you could disagree. So we are an hour into our food ranking, and here's what we got. Chick-fil-A is S tier. All right, you can Baja disagree. Fresh, Boston Market, and Five Guys are A tier. Arby's, Blimpie, Checkers, and Denny's are B tier.
Blimpie?
Burger King. I said burger. Burger King, Chipotle, Del Taco, Domino's, and Dairy Queen are C tier. And then sitting there in stinky duty shit tier, Carl's Jr. But that's based off of one bad experience that I had. We are going to keep going. I told you guys, we have no time limit. We're going to go a whole other hour here. We're ranking the rest of these properly. You understand? We're doing this right. This video, I'm doing these places justice. This is how you tier maker. You don't rush. You have to analyze. You have to give background and justification for your rankings. If you don't, you are doing a disservice to the rankings. Okay. This is serious business. Listen to me. Do you understand something? Hold on a second here. All right? You ready? I'm clicking the wrong thing. Ready? My tier maker is serious business. You don't play with tier maker, man. No. All right. I think we should continue. This is going to be a long video. Okay, it is. It's going to be a very long video, and that's fine. So thank you guys. If you're enjoying this stream, if you could support it in some way, I would really appreciate it. If you're watching this on demand, man, let me know what you think. Leave a comment on the video. Give it a like if you enjoy it. Consider maybe leaving a super thanks because I'm hoping this video won't get claimed. Maybe you could do that.
I've been waiting to play this fucking game, dude. I thought I was never going to get to play this shit, dude. We're
great to get another one by the end of the stream.
God damn.
And any other contributions would be greatly appreciated as well. Okay? Let's continue. Here we go. We did? Did we do it? Is this true? Let's take a look. We hit over 100 likes. It is time for a celebratory bubble blow. A celebratory bubble blow for you all. Ready? Okay. Celebratory bubble blow. Thank you guys for the engagement. I appreciate that. Okay. Now. Shoot. I'm hitting things here. Let's get back to business because we got many more things to rank before the end.
Wait,
of the
why
night,
is it not capturing the...
All right.
What the fuck? Hold up.
Covered in bubble juice. It's disgusting. It's sticky. All right. Up next, we've got IHOP. Now, IHOP, man, I mean, here's another example of a place that is really dependent on where you go. All right? I've been to IHOPs that are clean, that have good service, and the food is pretty good. And I've been to IHOPs where the freaking food is terrible. It takes forever to get it. The service is garbage. Like, I've had, again, similar to Denny's, I've had that similar experience where it's kind of like it could be amazing God tier and it could be shit. All right? I've had really good sandwiches at IHOP. I've had pretty good pancakes and things at IHOP. I have. But then I've had things that were kind of gross. All right. So, considering all of that, all right. If you don't know what IHOP is, International House of Pancakes. It's meant to be like a breakfast place, but now they've expanded out. They do lunch, they do dinners, they do all kinds of stuff. But really, breakfast is their focus. Okay. A few things. Their food is pricey. I don't know why it's as pricey as it is. I don't feel like a lot of the prices are adjusted properly. Like their omelet or one of their pancake things seems to be really expensive, but then you can find ways around it. Here's an example. So let's say you wanted to order like a certain omelet or something. It'll end up being like $20. Seriously. But then they'll have like something else that'll be called like the Southwest breakfast, and it'll be like kind of an omelet but not really, but it has like Southwest Mexican ingredients in it, and it ends up being more food than the omelet, and that's like $15. I've seen really weird things like that at IHOP, and I don't know what's up with their pricing. Maybe what it is their most popular things are the ones that they charge the most for, because they know people will just go and get them because those are their staples. Like, you know what it must be? It's like the Big Mac at McDonald's. The Big Mac at McDonald's is a shitty sandwich that's just a double cheeseburger with bread. But they charge you like $5 for it because you think it's a premium burger when it's not. Because it's popular, they get away with it. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing at IHOP. Anyway, in good conscience, all right? I can't give IHOP better than a B. I can't do it. The pricing, I just feel like the pricing is too high for what they offer. And again, it's one of those places that can kind of be all over the place. So I'm going to give them a B rank. Okay? Up next, is this In-N-Out? In-N-Out Burger? Okay. So I have an interesting story about In-N-Out Burger. You ready? So I never had In-N-Out Burger before. And at the time, I was doing a series called DSP Tries It. This was a little over a decade ago. Okay? And it just so happens that I was in California in 2012 to attend E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. All right? And people had told me, I've been doing DSP Tries It for like 2-3 years. And people have been saying, if you ever go out to the West Coast, you've got to try In-N-Out. And you got to go off the secret menu, and you got to order animal style. All right? Animal style burger. Now, I don't even know what that means. What is animal style? I don't know what the hell that means. Okay? But that's what people tell me. You got to go in there, up the secret menu, all animal style. So it just so happens that myself and my friend John were out there, all right, and we were hungry, and we were on the way back to the hotel one day. I think what had happened was we had gone and done something maybe around Hollywood, and we were coming back to our hotel or whatever. And In-N-Out was on the way. And we said, all right, simply on the basis of so many people telling us we need to try In-N-Out, we're going to try In-N-Out. So we stopped by. First of all, we go inside, and I'm not kidding you. It was wall-to-wall people, and they were all waiting for their food. I'm like, geez, this place is incredibly popular out here. I guess the food must be really good. And so, lined up and, waiting for food. And we get up there. We say, we would like 2 burgers in the animal style, please. And the person looks at me and says, okay. And they put it right in. So I guess it's real. I don't know what it means. All right. And so we waited a little bit. We got our food. And we went to eat it. And we ate our food. And when we finished our food, John and I looked at each other like this. And we're just like, And John looks at me like this. He goes, And I say, so what do you think? And he goes, well, what did you think? And I turned to him and I said, all right, I'll start. I don't get it. I don't think that burger that we waited for, because we waited a while because the building was full, we ordered off the secret menu, I don't think that was any better than anything else that I had already eaten. I said to him, if we went to like Duchess or Tomlinson's, which are more local things in the East Coast, like they're in Connecticut based or New England based, said if we were to order a burger from there, I felt like it's the same quality. Now that doesn't mean it's bad. I just don't get the popularity. Why are people waiting in line for a half an hour, 45 minutes for a burger from In-N-Out? Get the burger. It tastes exactly like things we've already eaten. It didn't take, there was nothing special. It wasn't like, oh, here's something you can only get there. Here's something that was different from another place. I just didn't understand it. It almost felt like it was just a way overhyped thing. That everyone was hyped for it, and they eat it based off the hype rather than based off of what you're actually eating. You know what I'm saying? Derek says, animal style has mustard fried into each patty, plus pickles, chopped grilled onions, and an extra helping of In-N-Out famous sauce. We ate it and we were like, meh. So based off of meh, which was our reaction, I'm going to give it a meh ranking of B. It wasn't terrible, and it wasn't good. It was meh. So that's what you get. You get a meh. Sorry, In-N-Out. For the one time I ate you, you get a meh. You should have impressed me. You failed to impress me. I'm sorry. Continuing on. Jack in... People are furious with me now. People are going crazy. Wow. People are actually going crazy and nuts. They're getting wrong. The list is wrong. Heresy. Wrong. You might have bad taste. Oh! Oh!
Yo, what up,
okay,
JP?
let's continue. Jack in the Box. There's yet another one. All right. Another one that I never had until I moved out here to Washington
It's so
State.
dark.
All right. I guess they're not East Coast. And Jack in the Box is interesting. They have a variety of burgers. They are fried food. They have a variety of burgers. They also have
Bro, I'm
tacos.
so dead. I've never played this game.
I know that sounds weird. They have burgers and tacos. Yes, they do. They have chicken. They have, you know, sides like fries and things like that. They do. It's basically standard fast food. I think the best thing I like there, they have a double burger. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's not the Jumbo Jack. There's something else. There's another burger. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But I like it. It has a bunch of condiments on it. It's like a double burger. I can't remember. I haven't eaten there in a million years. So I don't even remember what the name of it is. You know what I used to like a lot at Jack in the Box? Their breakfast. They actually do breakfast, and their breakfasts are pretty good. They have a variety of breakfast sandwiches they do. Some eggs, some sausage, some bacon, you know, various things. They have one that has, like, everything. Like, seriously, egg, sausage, bacon, ham, cheese, like, everything. Just loaded to the brim. And it's all freshly made. It's not like it's made. They make it right there. They cook it right in front of you. You can hear them cooking the egg and everything. So that's kind of cool. Okay?
Oh, the frames are so bad.
But, admittedly, I don't think Jack in the Box is that good. Here, the food isn't that great. And basically, I feel like they've kind of gone down. Like, I think when I first... And then over the years, I tried them again and again, and it's not as good. And, of course, we cannot remember. We cannot forgive. We cannot forget the atrocity.
Come on. That was my only shit.
Heinous error. The egregious affront to mankind that they call the Buttery Jack Burger. That is the most disgusting thing. It is a burger seeping, dripping, completely saturated in butter. It's absolutely disgusting, and they could take that burger and they can shove it where the sun doesn't shine, because that's where it belongs, between two tight turds in your ass. It's gross. All right? And solely based on the Buttery Jack Burger,
gross.
Jack in the Box goes into C tier. I was going to give them a B, but then I remembered the Buttery Jack, and they don't reach above a C simply because they made that atrocity.
I agree. It's not good, but like...
Well said. I just got well said. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's continue. Hold on. Is it just me or more things appearing at the bottom? What the? Oh, you know what it is? Because the list is getting shorter, so things are moving up the page. I just realized. Okay. Jersey Mike's. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never had Jersey Mike's, I feel sorry for you. And I know many of you have not. Jersey Mike's is a cut above the other sandwich shops. They have fresh baked bread. They have meat that they cut right in front of you. They have, get this, one thing that I have never seen anywhere else. They have a fresh cheesesteak grill. If you order a Philly cheesesteak, they even have chicken cheesesteaks. They take the meat and they cook it right in front of you on the grill with all your fresh ingredients, including peppers, and all kinds of stuff. They grill it, bacon, they do it right in front of you. You end up with a seeping hot, amazing, fresh-made deli-style sandwich right in front of you. They give you loads of condiments, loads of veggies. They don't skimp whatsoever. If you order a sandwich from Jersey Mike's, you're walking out of there with a giant-ass loaded sandwich. Another sandwich shop, you'd be like, man, I don't want to get the small or the medium because I'm not going to be full. You're full if you eat at Jersey Mike's and you get a small or medium. You're like, it's good shit. If you get the giant, there's no way you're finishing that sandwich unless you're some kind of a disgusting glutton that doesn't chew. Maybe if you're like a snake and you just look at your jaw, you go, oh! And you take the whole sandwich and go, humma, 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 humma. Maybe then you can eat the giant. But it's so big and so loaded. I don't know how you could possibly eat it. And the only thing is, it's a little expensive. But the quality of the Jersey Mike's sandwich is so, they have all your classic deli stuff. They have like an Italian style. They have turkey, all your roast beef, all those good cuts. But then they have their warm cheesesteak style sandwiches that are so epically delicious too. Like, it is so good. Seriously, like, I absolutely positively love Jersey Mike's. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience at Jersey Mike's. Every time I've gone there, it's amazing food. And based on my personal experience, ladies and gentlemen, Jersey Mike's is our first place to tie Chick-fil-A in the S tier. It deserves it. It absolutely deserves it. S tier Jersey Mike's. Yes. And if you disagree, shame on you. You never had a Jersey Mike's. Go get one immediately. Stop watching this video. Stop watching this stream. If you're on the toilet, pinch off your turd. Pinch it. Get the loaf in there. Pull up your pants. Don't even wipe. Get your butt to Jersey Mike's and buy yourself Jersey Mike's right now and try it out. And then I dare you to tell me it's not S tier. I dare you. I received a $2 tip from Shinkin25. Says there's an A&W and a Chick-fil-A on Rainier Avenue in Renton, less than 5 miles from you. The A&W is downtown Renton. Chick-fil-A in Renton? No, the closest Chick-fil-A to us is near the mall. I don't know what you're talking about. Culver's isn't a burger chain that is popular in Wisconsin. It's famous for their deep-fried cheese curds. Oh, I've never had cheese curds, ever. Fazoli's. Do we get the Fazoli's? Fazoli's isn't even on this list. It's a fast food Italian restaurant that gives out free breadsticks when you order a sampler platter of lasagna, spaghetti, fettuccine, and a slice of pizza. I guess you're just naming your favorite ones. But no, the A&W is in downtown Renton, which is not a good place. It's very, very busy. There's tons of traffic, and it's a half and half between them and another place, which is why I'm kind of apprehensive about getting it. There is no Chick-fil-A near me. You are completely wrong. There's no Chick-fil-A 5 minutes from me. Trust me, if there was a Chick-fil-A 5 minutes from me, I'd be eating Chick-fil-A. It's not. It's at the mall. Okay? Okay. Anyway, that was a $2 tip. Thank you very much for that. All right. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. All right, we are. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Jimmy John's. All right? Again, I've eaten at Jimmy John's maybe 2-3 times. Okay? And basically, I feel that Jimmy John's is... They're definitely a step above, say, Subway. They're definitely a step above, you know what I mean, like a generic place. At the same time, I didn't really see anything at Jimmy John's that was like, oh, this is the reason I need to go there. Like, you want to go to Jersey Mike's because you can get the amazing fresh cheesesteak. They do that there. It's like a trademark thing they do. It's amazing. They have fresh tuna salad. Everything they do is done fresh, loaded, stacked in front of you. Jimmy John's, just like I said, it's like Subway that doesn't rip you off. When you go to Jimmy John's, you'll get a sandwich that's loaded. They don't skimp on ingredients. But outside of that, I don't see anything special about Jimmy John's at all. I'm actually shocked that so many people seem to think it's good. I just think it's kind of meh. But it's not bad. So, I'm going to put Jimmy John's into...
Jersey Gout. What's up, DSP's receding hairline?
I'm going to put it into C tier, but I might change my mind. I'll think about that. Jollibee. I know what Jollibee is, but I've never had it. Okay, is it not Filipino? It's supposed to be Filipino fast food, but it's American fast food, but it's very hard to explain. So what they did is they took like American stuff, but it's Filipino fast food version of American stuff. So they have their own version of the hamburger. They have their own version of spaghetti that's fast food spaghetti, right? Like, I've seen some weird things at Jollibee. I'm like, it sounds like something you would get from an American restaurant, but it's a different take on it, right? So they have one in my local mall, but I've never eaten there. So because I've never eaten there, I can't rank it. One day I might like to eat there just to try it and see exactly what the hubbub is about. But since I've never eaten there, I can't realistically rank it anyway because that would be unfair. Derek says he ate there once. His experience, he loved pineapple quencher juice drink. The spaghetti was only all right. He loved the crispy chicken, and he had a peach mango pie that was good. People have different opinions. B tier, S tier. I never had it. I can't rank it. Okay? Okay, moving on. KFC goes strictly right into C tier. Why? Because it's disgustingly greasy. It's insanely unhealthy. They're borderline health code violating half the time you're in there. I don't even know if half the employees are legal because they're probably like ex-convicts that shouldn't even be employed or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, the food there is just not very good. The food is so greasy. Just seriously, if you get a bucket of KFC chicken and you look at the bottom of the container, there's like an inch of grease at the bottom of it. You're like, what the fuck? It's disgusting. It's like, you go in there, it's like a seedy place, and you go to eat the food, it's like, ugh, you feel bad? Like, seriously, like, I just don't like this place at all. You know, maybe they have like good sides, but I remember when I was growing up, even the few times that I went there with my parents, okay, to eat, and this was on a whim because usually we didn't get this kind of food, but maybe it would be like a random night when we just don't have time to cook and my parents are exhausted after working and like, we're just gonna get something. Okay, we're just gonna get KFC, and we get it and we start taking the pieces out. It's like, oh my god, like, can't even touch the chicken. Look at my hand, that's dripping down my arm. And you go to eat it and the skin would be coming off the chicken because it's so saturated in this grease. It's disgusting. It's absolutely revolting. It's very bad for you. I can't recommend it. It's probably out of the chicken places that I've had, it's probably the worst. All right? So I'm sorry, folks. KFC, yuck. Like, really, yuck. It's a C for me. Why not a D? Well, technically it's edible. Technically I didn't have a horrendous experience. They didn't rip me off. They didn't screw up my food. But it's just not good, in my opinion. Okay? So, it's just kind of a seedy place, honestly. It doesn't seem like it's a super reputable place. It's the kind of place you're going to go, you're going to spend money, and you're going to get ripped off. You feel like that. But I never have been ripped off. I don't know. Maybe you know what it is maybe the one that was in my neighborhood used to not be a good neighborhood. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, again, oh, you know what? I feel like I'm being unfair now. Because maybe it's my personal experience was in a bad place. Maybe you guys have had a better experience. Have you had a better experience at KFC? Because I haven't. What do you guys think? I'm curious what everyone's opinion is on this. KFC is relatively normal elsewhere, people are saying. I'm right about the grease, I'm being told. Their bowls with chicken and mashed potatoes are fire. I must confess, I've never had one of their bowls. So maybe it's an unfair judgment because I never actually had a bowl. Maybe the bowls are good. What do they call them? Famous bowls? KFC famous bowls? Maybe those are good? Alright, you know what? I'm going to retract my statements about it being seedy and stuff because I think maybe that's my personal experience growing up and the one that in my neighborhood was a bad neighborhood or whatever, maybe. So I retract all of those statements. But the food quality is so unhealthy. Seriously. It's so greasy and like I said, the skin is rubbery coming right off the chicken. You're trying to eat the chicken, it's going everywhere. Your hands are covered, you know. Tub says this isn't going to change your mind, but the chicken strips and the mush are fire. I don't know what mush is. Mush. Derek says he liked the crispy chicken sandwich there. The spicy crispy chicken sandwich there. Alright. I retract all of my statements about ex-convicts and it being a seedy place. However, it's still greasy and unhealthy, and I still putting it in C tier. I'm not changing my ranking. Okay, I received a very generous $26 tip from Hiseo. He says, I think you dropped those glasses. Pick them up so you can rank fast food places faster and better. There you go. So shout out to Hiseo for our biggest contribution of the night. Let's get a nice animation for Hiseo on the stream. Let's get him up on the leaderboard. And with that, it is Gunner Glasses time. Keep in mind, we are going to my usual time, so we still got plenty of time to finish this ranking for everyone. No worries. I'm going to give everyone their due time here and rank them properly. I promise you that.
What is this?
All right?
What is this racist shit, dude?
Gunner Glasses time.
What is this racist shit going on in here, dude? What is Phil doing?
Maker stream here on DSP Reacts. I hope you guys are having a good one. All right.
Everybody
continue.
that works at KFC is an illegal immigrant. I can't believe
By the way,
I've
dude. Just received word, due to my completely unfair comments, I have now been permanently banned from KFC. I've just received the notice. I am no longer allowed inside of any KFC store on planet Earth.
You just said that fucking
I've been permanently banned.
convicts.
It's my fault. I should have kept my mouth
shut. You said that
only
convicts and illegal immigrants work at KFC, dude.
You get in trouble. So now
I'm
just never going to be able to eat KFC ever again. It's fine. It's disgusting.
It's ex-cons and illegal immigrants, dude.
Son of a bitch. Lucifer sold it a super chat. He says, you're giving off munch vibes. I don't know what that means. What is munch vibes? Does anyone know what that means? Is that bad? Is that good? I don't know what that means.
Munch? Is that like the guy from that show? Like, isn't that the guy from fucking...
You know what they say? Loose lips sink ships. And my lips have been very loose about fast food tonight.
Yeah,
so I better
his
watch
tier lists are notoriously like
I don't want
lengthy.
Colonel coming to my house and kicking my ass.
Like he'll
might
rank
be outside right now.
He'll rank like, bro, the gaming consoles. He had like 200.
All right, let's continue.
Like
by the way, Hiseo re-upped his membership. Says 1 month already. Where does the time go? Thank you, Hiseo, for your support tonight. Oh, I didn't update the leaderboard. Son of a bitch. Hold on. I put on the Gunner Glasses, but I didn't update the leaderboard. Here we go. There we are. We're on our way to a hat at 100. But time is running out. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Caesars. All right? Little Caesars. I would say, oh, by the way, yeah, Derek, we'll end the poll. At this point, there's no way we're getting to the second event tonight anyway, so let's end the poll. Cool. Little Caesars. I never had them back in the day when they were prominent and they were actually a competitor to like Domino's and stuff like that. I only had them after the reboot. They rebooted in the early 2010s, and they started now advertising as hot and ready, meaning this is a chain you could go in and you could just say, I want one of your hot and ready pizzas, and they would have it for you, lickety split. Within just a couple of minutes you could be out the door with your pizza. Okay, so again, I used to do a show called DSP Tries It where I would rank fast food, and I went into a Little Caesars and I ordered a hot and ready pizza for the show, except it wasn't hot nor ready. They had to make it. So I sat in the pizzeria for 25 minutes as they made me a pizza. I then went home to eat it just to find out it was pretty bleh. It wasn't good at all. It was just kind of, yeah. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. It wasn't worth waiting 25 minutes for. It was very generic. So I'm just going to say, sorry, Little Caesars. You go into C rank. You are not very good. There you go. Okay. Continuing on. Long John Silver's, you might be surprised at this one. I've never had it. I've never had Long John Silver's, and therefore I cannot rank it. I hear people say various different levels of liking and disliking Long John Silver's, but since I've never had it, I can't fairly judge it. So it's just going to sit there in the rank of I never tried. McDonald's. Oh, man. Should we save McDonald's for last? Seriously, I think we should. Because McDonald's is like the one everyone wants to know my thoughts. And I have good and bad things to say. So I think we're going to skip McDonald's for now. I want to see what the other ones are because I can't see some of these other ones here. Maps, noodles, what the fuck? PDQ penetration? No. Never had Portillo's, Nova, never had Rogers, Schlotsky, never had that. Checkers. ton of these I never had. Wow. Okay. A ton of these I never had. All right. So for example, is this Max? I've never had Max. This next one, I've never had it. I can't even read it, but I've never had it. This one, PD whatever chicken. I never had that.
This game is insane, dude.
I just want to get the ones I never had. Penn Station subs. I've never had that. Portillo's. I've never had that. Qdoba, I know, is kind of similar. I want to say to like Chipotle and stuff like that, but I've never had it, so that's got to go to I've never had.
I don't know.
I've never had Roy Rogers. Okay. I've never had. I've never had. What is this one?
PDQ. Somebody said PDQ.
What does this one
PDQ
say?
is amazing, dude. I miss PDQ so much.
Oh, it's Moe's Southwest.
I had those
Grill.
in Florida.
One? I never had Moe's. I never had Moe's before. Schlotzsky's. I've never had Schlotzsky's. I've never had Shake Shack. I know a lot of people say they like Shake Shack. I've never had Shake Shack, so I can't rank that one. What else do we got here? I've barely even seen any of these. Moe's Southwest Grill, Portillo's. See, I never had these. I recognize all these. I've had these. We can rank these. What's this one? I gotta get up again. I can't see them. Sheets, Skyline. Nope, nope. Steak and Shake. Nope. Swenson's. Nope. Taco Cabana. Nope. 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 Wiener Schnitzel. No. Wings. No. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to hammer out the ones I've never done. All right? So I've never had Sheets. I've never had Skyline. I've never had Steak and Shake. I've never had whatever that one even is. I've never had it. I never had this other Taco Cabana. I've never had this other weird taco one. I've never had Wiener Schnitzel. I've never had wings. I've never had Wingstop. I know that's weird because I've asked you guys, do you think Wingstop's good? I've never had Wingstop either. All right. And I've never had Zaxby's. So all of you Wings of Redemption lovers, I guess he likes Zaxby's or talks about it.
Bro.
I've never had Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is
and
fire.
Therefore I cannot rate Zaxby's. Okay? But I can rate the rest.
I miss Zaxby's so much.
All right? I can rate the rest.
Fried mushrooms, dude.
All right, you ready?
Shit.
Let's do this. Panda Express. When I
know,
go back
dude.
to my teen years when I used to work at the mall. When I used to work at the mall, Panda Express was all right. If you went there and you got the food fresh. So for example, in the morning or around mid to late afternoon when they were shifting out the early lunch foods for a fresh batch for dinner, if you got it fresh, it wasn't bad. The orange chicken, the chicken teriyaki, the fried rice, what was the noodle one? I forget what the noodle one was called. Lo mein? I don't know if it was called lo mein. It had a name. All right? But basically, if you got it fresh, it was good. But if you ate it at any time during the day that it was sitting under that heat lamp, it was absolutely dried out and disgusting. And the thing is, you're paying the same price as everybody else. You know what I mean? Someone who got it fresh is paying the same price as the person who comes in and pays it later, and they get dry ass food that's disgusting and it hurts your stomach. And that's sad. Like if it's under there all day, it will hurt your stomach. The egg rolls are absolutely disgusting. They're not real egg rolls at all. They're gross. If anything, I remember the one reason I would go there is for the value. You could get the combo, one or two side combo, and it would be under $10. You get a platter that has two kinds of meat and like rice or noodle, and it would be under $10 and it would be a filling meal. But again, if it wasn't fresh, it was disgusting and it was a complete ripoff. So it really depends. If it's fresh, it's good. If it's not, then it's bad. So sadly, I'm gonna put it into kind of a B tier. All right? Because if it's fresh, it might even... Now, you know what? Even if it were fresh, it's A
He
at
looks
best.
like a mall employee.
But if it's bad, it's real bad. So I'm putting it into C tier. Panda Express right into C tier. Take that, you son of a bitch. C tier for Panda Express. Suck it. There you go.
You really showed him.
Take that shit. Okay, chow mein. Is the noodle dish chow mein there? All right. C tier. All right. Panera bread. Okay? Panera bread has some interesting things. You can get fresh sandwiches with some of which are warm, some of which are cold. Depends on what's on them. I've had some really good like panini style stuff there with melted cheese and sauce. You can get like soups, fresh soups, beef or bread bowls of soups. That's really good. Their tea, they actually have a green tea. That's a really delicious green tea. In fact, out of all the foods on this list, it would rank among some of the biggest variety, great flavor, and freshness. The problem with Panera bread is the price. They are way expensive compared to almost everything else on this list. They're probably tied for highest price, along with Five Guys. You know, Five Guys is really expensive. Panera bread is very expensive. It's like, yeah, Sith Alchemist actually, I think, described it well. He says they're fast food, but they're really trying to be like gourmet of fast food. Like when you go in there, it's a different atmosphere. It doesn't feel fast foody. It's more relaxed and casual. It's a place you sit down, you hang out with friends, and you eat your food slowly and stuff like that. So, Retro Parasite says the only thing made fresh at Panera is the bread. Everything else comes in frozen and they just thaw it out. They have watered down their green tea more over the years as well. Wow. Wow. Retro Parasite apparently knows about his Panera. So here's the thing. If Panera bread was cheaper, it would likely be like an A or S rank. No exaggeration. The problem is it is just way too expensive. The prices are ridiculous. And based off of that, I've got to give it a B tier. Yeah, I would say they're a step below Baja Fresh, Boston Market, and Five Guys. I absolutely would say they are. Yes, I would. There you go. Lionel Sanchez says broccoli cheddar soup and half a sandwich is like $12. For a little cup of soup and half a sandwich, $12. That's not even filling. So, yup, sorry, B tier for Panera bread. Papa John's. Now, interestingly enough, if my wife and I are going to order delivery pizza, and we're not, say, getting DoorDash from a restaurant, but we're actually getting a delivery pizza chain, okay? Papa John's would actually be our go-to place. We feel, at least out here, and you could disagree depending on where your location is, but if we were going to order from all the standard delivery pizza places, Papa John's has the freshest tasting pizza. Freshest ingredients. They load the ingredients on. It's not like they skimp on the toppings and stuff like that. And it's funny because some people are talking about Papa John, the owner. He doesn't own it anymore. He's gone. He's done. They cut him out of they threw him out of the company. Papa John is out. All right. I'm just talking based on the product, not the actual Papa John owner. All right. But basically, I think if you're going to compare to like Domino's or Pizza Hut or other places like that, I think Papa John's is better. I'm not saying Papa John's is great. I'm just saying they're better than the others. Okay? So I'm actually going to rank Papa John's better than Domino's. And I'm going to put them into B tier. Okay? But now the follow-up to that. Alright? The follow-up to that is Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is a sad, sad, sad story. Alright? I have some personal history with Pizza Hut I'd like to share with you all here tonight. Hope you all are ready to listen to my heartfelt tale. Please, bear with me. I grew up loving Pizza Hut. I used to go to Pizza Hut as a kid with my family, and we actually would go to actual restaurants. That's right. Pizza Hut did not used to be a delivery pizza chain like Domino's. They weren't trying to be like Domino's. They didn't even do delivery back in the day. The reason they called it Pizza Hut was because the restaurant had a red roof on it. That was their gimmick. That was the Pizza Hut you went to eat the pizza in. You understand? That's why they call it Pizza Hut. It's a hut that you eat in to eat the pizza. The pizza used to be pan-style pizza, meaning you would either get a big rectangular pan pizza that each piece per person. We had a big square chunk, thick pizza, chewy dough, but crispy around the edges. Tasty, tasty sauce and cheese. Or you would get an actual round pan pizza. Thick slices, good amount of toppings, good cheese, bubbly on top, with that little brown spots because it cooks well. Dude, it was good. The breadsticks, oh my effing god, the breadsticks at Pizza Hut used to be heavenly. Heavenly. They were like crispy pillow. On the outside, golden brown, crispy, paste painted with a little bit of sugar, and this grated Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese, that's little specks on it. But when you bit into it, it was crunch. And on the inside, all right, on the inside of the actual breadstick,
I gotta watch somebody do this because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this shit.
You dip it in the marinara and eat it. Oh, man. It was absolutely delicious. I used to go there with my parents and have a family meal. Me, my parents, and my cousin would go there together. And I would get the meal. They had X-Men. The X-Men cartoon was huge in the early 90s. I get the X-Men kids meal. You get a little private personal pan pizza with breadsticks, and you get a cup that had the X-Men cartoon characters on it. Oh, dude, I love that shit. It was so good. It was a great family experience. They had these cool stained glass lamps that said Pizza Hut on the lamp. It was cool, man. It had an atmosphere. It had a vibe. And then Pizza Hut one day decided, forget all that shit. We want to be just like Domino's. We're going to literally close all our sit-down restaurants.
No, this is dark and darker.
Delivery only. You can't
Playtest
eat at the restaurant. It's
#5.
only delivery or pickup. That's it. And we're going to do exactly the same as everyone else. Quick made, hand tossed, no originality, nothing good. Pizza Hut keeps trying to redesign their pizzas over the years, and they fail every time. Every time they try to change and be better, it's worse. Their breadsticks now are exactly the same as Domino's. A lump of fucking bread that they take a cutter and go, oh, that's a breadstick. It's not a breadstick, dipshit. It's dough that you went, in. It's not even a stick. You're a liar. They literally did everything they could.
They're scumbags, Phil. They're fucking scumbags.
And then on top of that, they end up having
scumbags.
these gimmicks that are terrible. The worst pizza I've ever eaten in my fucking life.
What the fuck? How do you get a shield?
Was the Pizza Hut pools of cheese pizza that I got for DSP Tries at one time. It was supposed to be stuffed
This
crust.
guy's lit.
But instead of the cheese being inside the stuffed crust, they ripped the crust open to have a pool of exposed cheese, but then the fat coagulated into a pool of liquid fat that then solidified in the hole of cheese. So when you go to eat it, you're literally biting into fat, liquid fat. Why don't I just go to the store and buy a container of Crisco and take heaping handfuls into my mouth, right? It's the most disgusting thing ever. Pizza Hut pizza is the absolute fucking worst. It's sad because at one point they were the absolute best. You could sit down and have a family experience, but because of corporate greed and complete lack of ingenuity and creativity, they ran their business into the ground. Pizza Hut gets a fucking D. In fact, if I could give it an F, I would, but I'm too lazy to make a new tier. D. Bottom of the barrel, worst fucking pizza. Suck it, Pizza Hut. Popeyes. Popeyes is pretty damn good. If you're talking
Pizza Hut's not
fried
that bad.
chicken, and I had a choice of where I was going to go, I've never had some of these other ones you guys are talking about, okay? You guys have been talking about, like, you know, what was it, Church's Chicken, and there was another one at Cane's or something. I never had those. But I've had Popeyes. I love Popeyes chicken tenders. Whenever you order them, you get a big-ass amount of tenders. They're filling. They're delicious. They have a ton of great dipping sauces. Their batter is so crispy and delicious and fresh. It's never greasy. That's the you eat Popeyes chicken and you're not covered in grease like KFC. That's amazing. I love the variety of stuff that they've got there. And then they actually added, by the way, Tyler, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. They had a variety of chicken of things. They have a chicken sandwich they added. I tried the chicken sandwich. Just under the quality of Chick-fil-A. Close. But just under the quality of Chick-fil-A. Now, here's the thing. Popeyes very well may be dependent on your location. I've had Popeyes in Connecticut. I've had Popeyes out here in Washington State. They're both good. So, in my personal rankings, Popeyes is the best chicken that you can get. It ranks at A tier for me. A tier. You can disagree.
Who's there?
But that's what I think, okay?
Who is it?
There you go.
Who
Derek
is
says
it?
that episode of DSP Tries It, the Pizza Hut I mentioned makes him barf. There you go. Potbelly. I've eaten at Potbelly maybe 2 or 3 times, and the times that I've eaten there, I've enjoyed it thoroughly. They have a good variety of sandwiches that have special sauces and meats that are actually quite good quality. The thing is, I just don't think that their selection is as good as Jersey Mike's. And in addition, Potbelly prices are high, and their sandwiches, in comparison to their competitors like Jersey Mike's, are smaller. So based on the size of the sandwich and the pricing, I have to say Potbelly is an A tier. But I can't, in good conscience, I can't give it an S. I couldn't give it an S because Jersey Mike's is definitely better and better value. More filling. Potbelly, you go there, it's just not as filling and it's more expensive. So
He's got a hard on for Jersey Mike's, huh?
I do like Potbelly, but it's an A for me. Quiznos, man. See, Quiznos, when I first started going to Quiznos, it completely opened my eyes to what a sandwich could be. Because then I'd only had Subway. And Subway had gone downhill over the years. And I went to Quiznos and you're like, wait, let me get this straight. Premium level ingredients, like actually Angus steak or beef. You know, really good quality chicken. Yummy sauces and things that weren't available at other places. A ton of different kinds of bread. And now you're going to put it into the oven and toast it live, you know, right in front of me. That's really neat. Now, I had it at Blimpie years before, but I hadn't been to a Blimpie in many, many years because they had not really been in Connecticut anymore. So I went to Quiznos. I was blown away. The thing is, over the years, Quiznos has essentially kind of failed as a business. What I found out is that they basically tried to overexpand too aggressively. And when they tried to overexpand, they started getting franchisees that didn't know much about sandwich making or even restaurant business. And they lost their quality standards. So some Quiznos are really good and others are not that good. And it killed their reputation. And a lot of these branches failed and ended up closing, which hurt the brand overall. In addition, I heard, if you can believe this, I saw an article about it. They tried to scam their franchisees into having to buy supplies from certain suppliers that are overpriced, and they make money on it. It's kind of stupid and silly. I don't know why they did that. So the thing is, I like Quiznos. It's just hard to get because there's not that many of them around anymore. And they definitely have lost prominence over the years. So I'm going to give Quiznos a B ranking compared to everything else there. Okay? I received a $2 tip from Thanos. Popeyes in Louisiana will change your life. It would definitely
This guy got out,
Patty.
man.
Wow,
Come on,
really?
I want to get out.
Do you think the original Louisiana Popeyes is better than the franchises? I would not be shocked if that were the case, actually.
This guy's overpowered, dude.
There you go. Theodore Roosevelt says, I worked at a Quiznos. The owner had high standards, but he ended up selling the franchise because the franchise fees sucked too much. Exactly. Like, there's documented evidence that that Quiznos as a company is trying to milk money out of the franchisees at an exorbitant rate, and a lot of franchisees just don't want to do it anymore because it's too expensive, you see? There you go. We're in the home stretch, probably another 15, 20 minutes tops, everyone. As you can see, we're at the end here. The final rankings, we're almost done. Thank you those who stuck in. Thanks to those who supported the stream. I really appreciate you being here for the first ever Tier Maker stream here on DSP Reacts. All right. Sbarro, if that's how you pronounce it. Used to be in the local food court of the mall that I worked at. Once again, if you're getting a pizza that's fresh out of that rotating oven that they do, it's super good. Like, it's really, really good. But if you're getting a pizza that sat under a heat lamp all day, it's not that good, okay? I like Sbarro because it actually has sauce that tastes like tomatoes. It's good. Like, the sauce itself is chunky tomato and good tomato flavor. Also, the slices are large. They're East Coast style pizza. They're foldable slices. I like that about Sbarro, okay? They also do some weird things. Like, they've got this weird stuffed pizza. Did you ever have that? It's not even like pizza. It's like a big piece of, it's like bread. And inside they'll put meat and cheese and weird things. It tastes good, but it's super unhealthy for you. And in my opinion, again, if you can get Sbarro fresh, it's very, very good. But 9 times out of 10, when you go to Sbarro, you're not getting it fresh. You're going to get the thing that's been sitting there all day under the heat lamp. Now, in addition, they do have other things, like they have pasta and shit. That stuff is absolutely disgusting. If you're going to Sbarro, only get pizza. Don't get a side salad. Don't get a pasta. That stuff is nasty. I've had it, and oh my God, it's like pure grease city. It's disgusting. I would only recommend the New York style pizza. That's it. That's all I would get at Sbarro. Okay? Maybe go there for lunch, get 1 or 2 pieces of pizza and a soda. All right. Outside of that, I wouldn't do it. So based on that, I would say sadly Sbarro is a C rank. It doesn't go above a C. It's very similar to Panda Express, where if you get it fresh, it's good. But actually catching it fresh could be an endeavor. All right? You do have that? Derek says they do have that in Toronto, where he lives. Interesting. Okay. Sonic.
Endeavor.
Once again, okay? Sonic, I've had Sonic that was really, really good, and I've had Sonic that's not so good. I think it depends on the location and how busy the franchise is. I like that Sonic has a ridiculous amount of drink variety, and they have burgers and burger variety. They have tater tots as opposed to just French fries. They also have a variety of hot dogs. That's nice. In fact, I mentioned earlier, the only place out here I can get a hot dog is Dairy Queen. That's actually not true. We do have a Sonic in downtown Renton. The problem is it's in downtown Renton. The traffic's atrocious. Usually there's lines. And when you get the food, it's kind of not worth it. So I do like the hot dogs there. I've had various different hot dogs at Sonic. I think that they're good. But again, it's kind of like you get good quality. It's good, but you might not get. Perfect example. For a live episode of Feasting with, well, now it's called Feasting with Phil. It used to be called Feasting with the King. It was a couple years ago. I ordered Sonic. I got it delivered to the house.
Feasting with Chill.
I opened up my food. Half of it was wrong. My burger was blatantly wrong, not what I had ordered. And I'm like, I did eat there was a foot long.
Bro, I don't know, dude. This
dog.
game is like
that was good. The chili cheese coney
hard, man.
was delicious, but the burger
People
was
are already
messed
too
up.
good.
So I would say, all things considered, Sonic is a B ranking. If it's good, it's really good, but sometimes they mess it up. So I'm gonna give it a B ranking. Okay. There you go. Subway is automatic D. It is the worst sandwich you can buy. It is incredibly low quality ingredients. It is food that's made in a factory, probably across the country, frozen, thawed, slapped between 2 pieces of wax paper. It's flavorless, it's odorless, it's a complete ripoff, it's overpriced. Even for a $5 footlong, I would rather go and spend $5 anywhere else and get something than eat at Subway. Subway is the absolute worst sandwich shop you can get. And what's sad about that is, it was never like that when they were originally a small business. You want to know why? I know that. I lived 1 block away from the original Subway in Connecticut. It was called Pete's Subs. It was on the corner of East Main Street and Boston Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I ate at the original Subway. And I had the fresh bread they used to have. And I ate the fresh tuna salad. They would cut the meat in front of you, just like how I described they do at Jersey Mike's. They used to do that at Subway. I actually ate there before it went to a worldwide chain, and they ruined the business. They ruined it. Now the bread tastes like shit. It's made from fucking yoga mats, or it was at one point until they legally had to outlaw it. The meat is flavorless and disgusting. It's nasty. It's ultimate preservative food. Nothing there. The biggest irony is that for the longest time, their slogan was Subway Eat Fresh, and literally nothing in the fucking store is fresh. It is the biggest ripoff ever. Their food should be half the price they charge for it, because they probably pay pennies on the dollar for what they make on it to actually create the food. It's absolutely terrible. It's garbage. I wouldn't wish it on my greatest enemy to have to eat there. The only reason I would eat at Subway is because there was absolutely nothing else available, or it was the cheapest thing near me. Subway, eat shit. D rank. Theodore Roosevelt did a super chat. He says, DSP is the Subway OG. I am. I absolutely am, Teddy. Good old Teddy R. Thank you, Teddy, for the super chat. Subway, eat shit. Okay, Taco Bell. You know, when I used to be a frequenter of arcades back in the day, Taco Bell was really good. You could actually get a combo for like maybe $6, $7 that was like very filling, and it would be like 2 chalupas or 3 or more tacos and sides and a drink, and it would be a really good value. It was also open very late. So on the way home from being at an arcade till like 1, 2 in the morning playing like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, we would stop at we'd stop at a Taco Bell and get some late night food. I like the packets of sauce you squirt in, you eat. It's not authentic. It's not healthy. But it used to actually be all right. Today, Subway has absolutely positively degraded. The food there now, the food quality has plummeted. It's the meat isn't even meat. The meat that they put into a taco is dehydrated. Did you know that? It's essentially byproduct from real beef that's then dehydrated, and they rehydrate it at the store to form a beef paste that they put into your taco. And they call it beef. It's not beef at all. You're actually not eating beef if you eat a taco at Taco Bell. It's true. All right. The prices are exorbitant. Did you know a combo at Taco Bell now costs $8 to $9? $8 to $9. For what? You eat that combo, you're not even filled. Right? It's pathetic. The food is just not good anymore. The quesadilla, chicken quesadilla, is $4 and change. What? It's a few strips of chicken, all right, put onto a freaking burrito tortilla that they then put cheese, sauce, and flip. $4 and change. That cost them 50 cents to make. The prices are absolutely over the top exorbitant. And the food is just not good anymore. They were at one point very good. I thought that it used to be great late night food. It's craveable. It's just not that good anymore. Okay? So for me, Taco Bell is a C rank. Sorry, Taco Bell, you went way, 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 way down. All right? Waffle House. I've only eaten there once or twice, and it was when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, for Street Fighter tournament called Final Round. Shout out to everyone who's organized this Final Round. You guys were really, really hospitable to me over the years. Nothing but nice to me. And it was some of the best tournaments I ever attended. If anyone who ever was involved in Final Round watches this video, tops. I miss those days. I really do. And I remember eating with some players at Waffle House. And they were hyping it up. I'll be honest, it was all right. But I definitely wasn't, like, blown away. I thought it was all right. I think what it is it's just this thing, chicken and waffles and Southern style food. And if you're really into that, and I don't think I was really into that when I was there. I thought it was just okay. But it was, you know, high quality food for what I got. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard to rank a place that you've only had a couple times, right? I'm going to put it into B. You might disagree and say A, and that's okay. I would say I could see it placed in A. But for me, I only had it once or twice, and I wasn't blown away. Maybe if I had it today, and I had an invested interest in seeing how good it was, there it was like, oh, I'm just eating something quick because we're in a tournament, we got to get back or whatever. You see, it was a little different attitude. But I would put it into B tier. Okay, maybe it's A, but I'll put it into B tier. Okay. However, if you're ever there when one of those Waffle House brawls broke out, and you put that on your phone, you got a viral video out of it, then it's an easy S tier. I mean, come on now. Okay. Continuing on Wawa. So Wawa
What?
is a convenience store.
Bro, why wasn't
They're
that
not
guy
even a fast
moving?
food chain.
I killed him.
And the kind of food they would have is, let's say, for example, again, it's the middle of the night, you're driving on the highway and you're starving. You could stop at a Wawa and you could get like a burrito. You could get like a sandwich, like a deli style sandwich, you know, stuff like that. And you could just eat it in your car on the way home, driving home from somewhere.
Don't even get me started on Wawa,
a couple
dude.
different times
Wawa
when I was
is
coming
my
back from 8
ultimate.
on the break in Dunedin, New Jersey. There was a Wawa right off of the highway on the way home to Connecticut there. And I would stop there.
It's literally
and
in the
grab some
title.
food.
It's the
food
title
was
of
all
the
right.
fucking
And sometimes you
of
could
the
get a pretty
stream.
good value as well, because if it was like late night and they were trying to get rid of the food, sometimes they give you a discount. So I'm gonna give them a B.
Did you read
But
the title,
you know what?
KP?
I'm gonna give them a C. It's not gourmet food. It's also not
Did you
terrible.
read the title of the
but
stream?
For what it was all right. It's kind of like a 7-Eleven. It's another convenience store. It's not bottom tier terrible, but it's definitely not high grade food. I'm kind of surprised they put it on this list, because I really don't feel.
I'm actually flattered that you would just click it without
it's
even
high-grade
knowing
stuff.
what it is.
By the way, I never had Whataburger. I thought I had, and I was thinking of it harder.
No, it's fine.
The one that
I'm
I was
just
thinking
giving
of.
you a hard time.
There was one. I think it was called like Burger Maker. It was one when I was in Vegas for Evo one year. One of the Evo tournaments I went. There was a food court in the hotel that had a burger place.
No,
I think
not
it was called
Evo,
like
dude.
Burger Maker. But I just realized I never had Whataburger, so I can't rate Whataburger. Okay? Wendy's. Wendy's has some good things. They have,
Oh, this
first
guy's
of all their
fucked.
beef is fresh. It's not
Oh,
frozen.
the skeletons are
so their
coming for
burgers
his
taste
ass.
better than most of their competitors' burgers right from the get-go. Okay? I
What is
actually really
that?
like Wendy's fries. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the puffiness, if it's the thickness
Oh,
or the
no.
consistency. But I really like Wendy's fries. I think they're some of the best fast food fries you can
Oh,
get.
it's a necromancer,
Their chicken nuggets
dude.
are really good.
The
And they're
necromancer's
cheap.
coming.
I used to really like
No.
their crispy chicken sandwich. I've heard recently they
God, that's
degraded it.
terrifying.
Like now it's smaller and not as good. I haven't had a crispy chicken sandwich in many years, so I can't rate that. I used to love it. It used to be a giant piece of chicken, breaded, and it used to be spicy. The spicy crispy chicken, it had a good flavor to it and everything. But I don't know
got
what they've
triple
done
shot.
to it. What I'll tell you is that sometimes
How
they
do
have
I
some
get that?
gross stuff. Like a lot of the sandwiches that it's a seasonal
Oh, he's
sandwich.
dead.
Here it is,
No.
and it's like a burger with like beer cheese and like fried onions, and then like another slice of cheese, and it's like oozing down the sides, and like what the oh, by the way, the bun has cheese in the bun. It's like what? Like what? Who would eat that? And they do. You know, also the Baconator. Oh my god, the Baconator is so unhealthy for you. And I mean, if you're such a bacon aficionado,
Bro, why is
and
he
you
talking
love
about how
bacon,
healthy
you know,
shit
but
is?
I've had the Baconator.
Phil, you're
I
not
can't
healthy
even
at
eat
all.
It. It's too salty. There's so much bacon on the Baconator. You're eating it. All you taste is sodium in your mouth. You can't even taste the beef. All you taste is it's like, so your tongue starts to hurt. Your tongue starts to like swell up because there's too much fucking salt on the sandwich. So I don't really
What?
understand the appeal of a lot
Bro.
of things that people seem to think they like at Wendy's, but undoubtedly,
If you go to
the
Wendy's
quality of the beef at Wendy's
and your
is
tongue
better
swells up,
than the beef of their
you
competitors.
got bigger problems,
And
dude.
solely based on that,
It's not the
I'm gonna
it's
put
not the
Wendy's
food, homie.
into B tier.
Because you know how many times I probably
Wendy's chili is the most revolting thing ever. Don't eat it. You will have the runs for days. It's absolutely disgusting. It's actually leftover, broken off pieces of meat from the burgers that don't make the cut to be on the sandwich. That's what goes into the chili. You will be shooting liquid rockets out of your ass if you eat that. Anyway, White Castle. Again,
Don't talk
White
shit about
Castle,
my
another
White
thing I
Castle.
used to eat late night, and it's very craveable because everything at White Castle is small and like snacks. Their burgers are little small square burgers with fried chopped onions,
right.
little piece of cheese on a little mini toasted bun. You know, their sides, chicken rings.
Chicken ring
Their
sandwiches.
chicken rings are super fucking good. Like so craveable little snacks. You pop them in your mouth. It's like a chicken nugget that's a ring, but it actually has this unique flavor
Well,
to
that's
it.
their
and unique
fucking
consistency.
that's their
Dude,
slogan,
the chicken rings
Phil.
are primo good stuff. Okay? If you get the sliders, if you get the chicken rings and you get them fresh at the store, this food is absolutely great. But you must get it fresh made for you at the store. I've tried the homemade stuff. Like if you get the frozen ones, I don't like them. Now, Jade was here earlier and said that he likes them. That he makes them and he cuts them up into smaller bites and likes it that way. I tried it. I thought they were like mush and they tasted gross. But the ones that are fresh in the store... Also, oh yeah, that's true. You can get sacks of burgers there and it's not super expensive. You can get a sack of like 5 or 10 of the little sliders and you're not spending $40. You know what I'm saying? The value is there for White Castle. So based on the craveability, the snackability, the flavor, and the value, White Castle is an A rank for me. A rank.
Yeah, Wings
Okay.
doesn't like. Ow, Wings doesn't like that chili comment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale, the one you've all been waiting for, the finale of my fast food rankings here tonight, McDonald's. Mickey D's. The big old golden arches. Food, folks, and fun. Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Whatever generation it was, where's the beef? No, actually, excuse me. That was supposed to be, I think, Burger King. Or it was Wendy's, actually. Let's talk about McDonald's. All right? McDonald's, in a lot of ways, has innovation. Because they still, to this day, are pretty much the fastest place you can get a meal. You could drive up to a McDonald's and typically order, and within 3-4 minutes, your whole meal is ready to go. It's a rarity if it's not. Like if they're backed up during the lunch rush. But for example, my local McDonald's has 2 order boards, 2 lines. You order, you go into a queue, you're out of there within a few minutes with your food. All right? Of course, a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's a homogenized food. You're not getting a unique touch. You're getting a very blasé product. You're getting something that's very to a pattern, to a diagram, right? Go watch some of the McDonald's videos that I've seen here on DSP Reacts over the last couple of months. The ones where it shows the people making the food. Just look, they got guns that are squirting the condiments and everything. It's an assembly line. But there's no real personal touch to any of it. It's all just very generic. You see what I mean? If you take a look at the quality of the food, I mean, some of it could be considered craveable. I crave the single cheeseburgers there sometimes. You know, it's a very small burger patty, fried with pickles, ketchup, mustard, diced onion on a bun. No sesame seed, but on a small burger bun. It's pretty craveable. You can eat 2 or 3 of those suckers. And you can have a good meal out of it. It's filling, okay? A lot of people say they love McDonald's fries. Personally, I think McDonald's fries are hit or miss. You could get them, and sometimes they're really, really good, and sometimes they're like rocks and terrible, and sometimes they're soggy as shit and absolutely atrociously bad. So it really depends, I would say. It's kind of situational. You saw a stupid pop-up on my screen there for some fucking, what was that, an ad or something? Dumb dialogue box and closed it. But yeah.
No, he's a musician. He's playing a fucking lute.
All right. I don't really like
what
McDonald's
is this?
fries overall. I think that McDonald's
He's a
fries
bard,
are
dude.
just
He's
okay.
buff. Oh, yeah, he's dead
I'm not in
now.
love with them. A lot of other people are in love with them. I'm
Not surprised.
Okay. Other things, McNuggets. McNuggets used to be really good because the chicken McNuggets used to be made
already.
with
You got
dark meat, but then they changed the McNuggets and they're no
already
longer
with the
made
shirt?
with dark meat. Now they're made with white meat, and it's not very tasty anymore. And the breading doesn't really even stick to the McNugget anymore. Okay. The Big Mac. We already talked about the Big Mac. The Big Mac is essentially not good. All right, being honest.
Dude, nobody lives
Big
in this
Mac
fucking game,
is
dude.
2 single
Nobody.
cheeseburger patties with a ton of bread, lettuce, pickles, and special sauce. It's not even a good burger, and they charge you almost $5. I think they do charge $5 for a single Big Mac. It's the biggest ripoff at the store. There's absolutely no reason for it to be that price, except that it's a legacy product that's been around for a very long time. You see? The best, in my opinion, the best thing... Oh, ice cream? Oh, my God. They don't have ice cream. Let me reiterate. McDonald's does not sell ice cream. They sell a confectionery product that looks like ice cream, but it actually doesn't contain any or enough dairy to be considered ice cream, which is why they don't call it ice cream. They either call it a shake or a sundae, but they never say the word ice cream because legally they're not allowed to. It's disgusting. That's also why it tastes so sweet, okay? The best thing they have, in my opinion, is the quarter pounder with cheese, because that is actually a fresh beef patty, and it's meant to be fresh. It's not frozen like their other beef, and it has, what does it have? Mayo? No, excuse me, not mayo. Ketchup, mustard, chopped up white onion. It's actually longer pieces of onion. Pickles on a big sesame seed bun.
I almost want to change my
cheese.
class, dude.
So,
I mean,
that's
I
really
just need to
good
find
in
some
my
better
opinion. It's
gear,
greasy,
like,
it's
but I can't
unhealthy,
live.
But it's probably the best thing they have in the store. All right? The sad fact about McDonald's is that they weren't always bad. They started off as the fastest fast food chain when it came to burgers. What it used to happen was, back in the day, in the United States, you would go to the diner, and you would drive up, and there'd be a booth, someone would come over on like roller skates or walk up to your car and take your order. They would then go back to the restaurant, drop the order, the food would be made, you'd have to wait 15, 20 minutes at least, then they would come out with a tray and actually bring you your food and hook it on your window. You would put the food in the car, eat it, and then you put all your shit on there. They would come back, take the tray with all your trash, and that was your meal. It would take about 45 minutes, okay? McDonald's had the same quality of food, but they made it fast. So you could actually go and not have to wait. You didn't even need your car. You could just walk up to the restaurant, go inside, order. Within 5 minutes, your food is ready to go, hot and ready, out the door.
All right, I'm ready. I'm going again, dude. I'm gonna fuck this shit up,
But they took that
dude.
concept and they bastardized it and they dumbed it down and they ruined it. They made it so that now everything is so generic, nothing is quality. It's all about fast. It's all about quantity over quality. They don't care about the quality of their food as long as they're pumping out enough to make money every day. That's all they care about. And that's why the quality of McDonald's food has gone like this over the years and never goes back up. It just keeps going down. If anything, the only thing that's good is the quarter pounder, because they made that decision to make the quarter pounder fresh beef. Everything else in that store is frozen. So, when you really look at everything at McDonald's and how it's degraded, even from when I was a kid, the quality's worse. The only thing I would go to McDonald's to eat is the quarter pounder with cheese, or a McChicken sandwich, a single McChicken, or the single burgers. Why? Because the single burgers and the McChicken are craveable snack-size foods, and the quarter pounder with cheese is fresh beef. Outside of that, I wouldn't eat another damn thing at that restaurant if I could help it. It's just not good. It's just, I'm sorry, all right? Just because they're the biggest doesn't make them the best. Are they even the cheapest anymore? No. They used to have a $1 value menu. They don't anymore. All the reasons to go to McDonald's have faded away, yet McDonald's still remains a top chain today, and I'm wondering why. The quality's gone, the flavor is gone, the value is gone. So why do people fucking go there? I don't know. I just don't know. So it is what it is. I would say.
Why is somebody donating
McDonald's,
$5 to say that?
All right, is C tier. Sucks. I wish that they were better. I wish that they weren't
Tell me that.
a big rip-off or whatever. But they are. It's just have the people who are saying, oh, it's so good. Can you actually quantify or tell me why you think it's good? No one can. No one can really. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final rankings. By the way, thank you, Burning Finger, who did a super chat. Said this was a super chill stream, and he mentioned other stuff that has nothing to do with this stream, and I agree with him, but I don't want to derail the stream. All right, because we're at that conclusion here, okay? Let's go through the rankings, all right? Here we go. I've never tried the ones at the bottom. I can't say anything positive or negative about them simply because I've never tried them. So all these ones down here, I mean, that was like a big chunk of the list. Maybe one day I'll try them. In fact, ones that I could try, I could absolutely try A&W. All right. And Qdoba is somewhere around here. I've just never tried them. So I could try those. I could try Jollibee. Okay. So those are definitely possibilities for the future. But for now, I've never had them. Absolute shit tier. From the one time I had it, Carl's Jr. was awful. Pizza Hut has literally taken a pan pizza family-based restaurant business and run it into the ground trying to copy everyone else and failing miserably. And Subway is hands down the absolute worst sandwich shop you can go to. It is absolutely garbage food, no flavor, rip-off, and the company has been run into the ground by insanely bad management. Don't eat there. C rank: Burger King, Chipotle, Del Taco, Domino's Pizza, Dairy Queen, Jack in the Box, Jimmy John's, KFC, Little Caesars, Panda Express, Sbarro, Taco Bell, Wawa, although they're not really fast food, and yes, even McDonald's. In B rank, a little cut above, Arby's, Blimpie, Checkers, Denny's, IHOP or International House of Pancakes, In-N-Out Burger, Panera Bread, Papa John's, Quiznos, Sonic, Waffle House, and Wendy's. In A rank, Baja Fresh, Boston Market, Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Popeye's Chicken, a Potbelly Sandwich Shop, and White Castle. And then there, S tier godlike fast food, Chick-fil-A with the absolute best chicken sandwiches, and Jersey Mike's, hands down, the best long-form submarine style sandwich shop that you can eat at, in my opinion, particularly because of their fresh cheesesteaks that they make right in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for a 2-hour odyssey tonight, right? Seriously. By the way, I got a $1 tip. I disagree with you too much tonight. I give your tier maker ranking a D, but I still enjoyed the stream anyway. Wow. Someone disagreed with all of my rankings but liked the stream enough that they just gave me $1. Well, thank you. I guess that says something. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I appreciate that. And again, anyone who was here live tonight and who enjoyed this, thank you so much for being here, for hanging out, for sharing your thoughts, for giving me additional information so I could give you my thoughts on this. Hey, if you're hungry now after this, I guess I did my job, and hopefully you'll actually try some of the restaurants that I like on this list, as opposed to some of the ones on the bottom that I think suck, all right? If you like this project, let me know. If you're watching this on demand, please like the video. Please leave comments and let me know what you think. You can agree or disagree, but let me know about the video. Did you like it? Did you like it enough that you'd like to see me do these again? Would you like to see this as a fun late night stream that I do every once in a while for variety purposes? Let me know. Let your voice be heard, all right? And again, this is also cool because this is on DSP Reacts. This is not my staple channel. If you guys like this as something in the rotation for this channel, I'd be more than happy to keep doing this for you guys, okay? Again, thank you all. I really, really appreciate you guys being here tonight if you were here live. And if you happen to watch it on demand after the fact as well, thank you all so very much. This is Phil signing off for DSP Reacts Tier Maker Rankings of the best fast food franchises in America. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.
All right, I gotta get good at this game.
All right. Woo, guys. That was a long one. I didn't know if it was going to go that long. It did. But now I'm exhausted. So let's adjourn for the night, shall we, everyone? Hope you understand that I want to get out of here. I have to do the daily wrap, and I have to relax my voice. I just talked for 2 straight hours without a break. So, thank you all. Great stream. Great video, I hope. I hope people will watch that after the fact and enjoy. And, definitely thank you all for hanging out with me here tonight. That was really good attendance for a late night stream. A random one here on the channel, all right? I'm now going to upload this video immediately to the channel. So if anyone missed it, hey, check it out after the fact, all right? Reminder that tomorrow we're on DSP Gaming all day long. It's going to be more Elden Ring on the first stream, and then it's going to be Oblivion on the late stream, and that's my final consecutive streaming day of the week. All right, everyone? Everyone, please have a good night. Thank you all. I really appreciate, again, you all being here and chilling with me, and I hope to see you all in the morning, and maybe again for another one of these, depending on what you guys thought and how people think after the fact. Let's see what people have to say. I enjoyed doing it. Please have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right?
All right, I'm bouncing
all right, everyone.
too.
Peace out. See you
Peace
later.
out, everybody. I'm gonna stream this game more. I just gotta get better at it. But have a good night. Peace out. Enjoy the shirt, brother. Peace.